We're live. I'm gonna have to. Oh, it's not following me now, is it?
Wow. All right. So we're having a little bit of technical issues.
It's all good. Oh, there it is again. Doggone it. I'll worry about it later. There's a reason for that, but I'll worry about it later. How's it going, everyone?
What's going on, everybody? It is Martin Amaya here with Vic, the High Desert Man.
Yes, indeed. And I've been looking forward to this all day, man, because
yeah, me too. It's been a while.
It's been a long time, man, and I'm excited about you trying out this cigar.
I'm excited too. So, if you guys didn't know, the cigar we're going to be smoking today is a Lost Angel. This was, I remember hearing about this cigar last year. So what happened with that?
You haven't looked up anything on this cigar, have you?
No, nothing.
Oh, good, good. I'm glad because I didn't want you to really look up anything on it before we smoked it. So yes, you know what? Hold on a sec. Things are kind of tight here. Let me fix this real quick.
You're full frame. I can't see any of the comments, if there are any comments, by the way. Okay,
is that better?
That's better. You got too many damn hats.
You can't see all of them, unfortunately.
Golly, man.
It's lined up all the way across.
Wow. But at least you're not all like.
Yes. So, who we got in the? We got Matt Scaife, Mr. JR, Mr. Junior, Carlos, my first cigar. All right, man. We got some people in the house already. So that is nice.
All right. You got the face tracker on again.
Yeah, what I can do is in a little while I can switch my cameras. I needed to use my other camera to get a wider shot. But I can swap over to the other one and it'll stay on longer and everything. But I'll do that in a little bit after we get fired up.
Ooh, that thing shot out everywhere.
So tonight I sent you 2 of these, but this is the first one you're smoking tonight, right?
This is going to be the first one I'm smoking, yeah. So I figured I'd do a review on the other one.
Okay.
Because it's really hard to focus on a cigar when you're smoking it with somebody and you're chatting. Right. So I figured I'll smoke one and see what kind of notes I can pick out. But as far as the actual paying attention to it, that's not going to really happen while I'm not paying attention to the cigar. So I've got my.
That's all right. That's why I sent you 2.
What are you drinking today? For tonight?
I am drinking a. I don't remember the origin. I think it's a Brazilian cold brew coffee.
So, I started my diet again. I don't know if you know.
Oh, your keto thing.
Last year, I don't know if anybody on here knows. Last year, I went through a depressive state, I guess is what you would call it. Last year, 2020, I had lost my job, as many of you may have, and I was at home just collecting unemployment for, I don't know, 10 months. And I guess during that time, I started to gain some weight. Like I was stress eating, I guess, and the doctor said that I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, whatever, you name it. I had
Right.
everything. And she's like, "You are too young to have all of this, so you need to lose some weight." I'm like, "Man, I was only like 185. I'm only 5'6".
Yeah,
So
you're not a real tall guy.
I'm not tall, but I wasn't like fat. So I didn't really want to do, well, I started looking at diet plans. So I looked at keto because pretty much everything on the keto plan, the diet, appealed to me. So I
Right.
was like, okay, well, I like avocados. I'll fucking eat avocados by themselves. I'll pour some salt and I'll just scoop it out with a spoon. So I did that. And sure enough, I had, I don't know if you could, well, a lot of the viewers on my channel could actually see that my face was slimming down over a couple of months.
Okay.
So I lost probably about a good 50 pounds.
Wow. Okay. That's pretty good, man.
Within about 4 months, 3 to 4 months. And this year, I figured I would just get back on keto just to kind of maintain it, so I wouldn't get super overweight, because the doctor said based on my height, I should be right around the 150 mark.
Okay.
So right now I'm about 158. So I'm starting to get the pudge again. So I was like, you know what?
158 isn't bad at all, man.
Well, yeah, I know it's not bad, but I figured I'll do it for a month just to lose a little bit of weight, and then just get off of it. Because I don't know if you know, I'm going to be going to Arizona here in September. We're going to be doing a meet with a couple of the guys in a Facebook group that I'm a part of. Go check. Shadow Smokers Legion. So we decided we're going to be doing a group meet. We've been planning this for like 2 years, almost 3 years. I haven't even lit my damn cigar yet. But so we've been planning this for about 2.5 years, yeah. And I figured I'm gonna lose a little bit of weight, get back to my healthy side, because I kind of feel sluggish, So
Okay.
lose a little bit of weight, get back to having a little bit more energy, and it'll be all good. And then I'll be able to meet up with a couple of friends. So in September, I'm going to be there between September 3rd through September 6th. It's Labor Day weekend.
September 3rd through September 6th. All right.
So it's a Friday. I'll be flying in on Friday, and then I'll be flying out on Monday. So I have Friday night and Sunday night available if you'd like to hang out, or during the day, because I'm there all fucking day.
All day Friday, you mean?
Oh, I'm there. Yeah, I'm there all day Friday, all day Saturday, Sunday, and I fly out 6 a.m. Monday morning.
Okay, gotcha. Well, it's a done deal, dude. What I'll do is maybe I'll take Friday off, and I'll come down there and hang out, and maybe we can hop to a couple different cigar lounges or something.
Oh yeah, definitely. So I know you were a fan of Fox Cigar. I'm going to be staying in Scottsdale, probably right down the street from the Scottsdale location.
Okay.
So if you want, we could maybe hang out there, do something.
I love it. Fox. I'm always down for Fox, man. That's my digs.
So I looked up both locations. The one in Chandler, I think, and the one in Scottsdale. And I think the Scottsdale one is more my style because it's got like the bar lounge feel. The Scottsdale one the Chandler one just looked like a bar, or Gilbert, yeah. The Gilbert one would just look like a bar to me. I don't like that style.
Yeah, well, it is. I mean, they've got like a bar smoking area as well, but then most of the Gilbert location has outdoor seating but it's an enclosed area that they own, and then it's they've got misters and stuff. So it's a really cool place to hang out still, but I agree with you. The Scottsdale place is really cool. It's relaxing. It's got a mix of what Gilbert has and some of its own stuff.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I've pretty much gone on Google Maps and just highlighted all the locations I want to go to. Rock Cigar, the Scallywags, which is also in Scottsdale.
Now, where are you guys meeting up for your meetup?
In Chandler. That's why I thought the other.
Oh, in Chandler. Okay.
Yeah. So our meetup is going to be, well, basically I planned my hotel pretty much in the middle of where I want to go. So Chandler is going to be down this way. Scottsdale's like here. Airport is like here. And then some other shops I want to visit are up here. So I figured I'll just go this way.
Right.
I'll be right in the middle.
That's cool, man.
So yeah, I definitely want to go to Embargo. I heard Embargo has some really cool, unique, boutique-y stuff.
Embargo is a cool place. I know about it from social media and everything, but I've never actually been there. So that'll be a really cool place to check out as well.
So that'll definitely be one shop. I also want to go to, of course, Cigars Daily. I've got a special plan that I want to do. I want to try to make a video there, but I got to talk to Tim first. Yeah, just kind of see what's around there. So I figured since I'm down there, you're up there in the mountain area, we would definitely try to meet up.
It's going to be awesome, man. I'll definitely be there. So let me talk about the cigar a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
For me, this has been the cigar that I have been waiting on the most ever since it was last year. Of all the stuff that I get excited for, this was on top of the list. I wanted this cigar.
Hold on. Your audio is peaking. Check the connection on your headset.
Well, I'm going through a separate mic, but I'll just talk quieter. I have a bad habit of yelling when I'm out here, so I'll just try to talk quieter.
You sound like
I don't know why. Is my Janice? Hey, real quick, Janice. I got your card, your birthday card. Thank you so much. I sent you a thank you via email, but it bounced back, and then I looked up one of your old addresses that I had. I sent it there and stuff. I don't know if you got it, but girl, thank you so much. I got your birthday card, and I really appreciate it. And,
there we go. The robot's gone.
I was saying thank you to Janice. I hope that came out.
Yeah, I could barely hear you between the.
Gosh darn it. Okay, so anyways, the cigar. So it was going to be done at Tabacalera La Alianza.
Okay.
And it was going to be a Sumatra wrapper. That was what was planned for. This is supposed to be Crowned Head's last TAA event cigar.
Really?
And it's considered a prequel to everything. So everything they've done every year, they started doing TAA event cigars in 2014, and they've always been called the Angel's Anvil to go with TAA. But this one was to be a prequel cigar called the Lost Angel, and there's a whole backstory there and stuff. But because of COVID and everything, of course, it got bumped and all that, and they postponed it. They ended up postponing it, technically, that I know of, 3 times, and also in that process, it got moved to Bacalera Pichardo, which is where they did the Mil Diaz and the Juarez and that.
Okay, I remember reading that.
and the blend completely changed. So it became a completely new cigar, different cigar from what was originally going to be done. So there's a I don't want to talk about the blend yet because I want to get about halfway point and see what your thoughts are on it, and then I'll tell you what the blend is.
Okay, fair enough. Now, Vic, you have always been a Crown Heads fan.
Since early 2017, that's when I discovered Crown Heads.
So, for the most part, I have not. But there have been some really good Crown Head cigars that I enjoyed.
Hold on a second. Did you see? Did you watch my my announcement video for this event, for this live stream tonight? Did you see? Did you see John's comment? John Huber's comment?
No, I didn't. Oh, you got to read.
So I'll pull it up. So in the video, I had said we're going to answer the question of whether Martin Amaya can unbiasedly enjoy a Crown Head cigar or not. And John replied, I think he was right after your comment. Let me go to my channel.
Your giggle just says it all.
It's only had 129 views. Well, man, boy, you fall off quick. Okay, let me go down to the comments here. Oh my gosh, how do I even get to my own comments? I have forgotten how to use YouTube.
Wow, it's been a while.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so you said who? Mr. J, he said he has smoked the Los Angeles. He enjoyed it. Where's okay? John Huber said, can he? My money is on no. LOL.
Wow. So he has noticed that I'm not really a big Crown Heads fan. Oh man. See, this is why you get all the cool swag and I don't.
Well, dude, I don't know. I don't know if you can say that. I don't think anybody receives more. You get stuff all the time, man.
No, I'm talking about like from Crown Heads. Like John Huber loves you and Caesar.
Uh-oh.
And who else? Ron Real. He loves you guys.
John Huber, what? Oh,
John Huber loves.
Yeah, we're helping him promote the brand, man.
I mean, because you guys love the cigars. So there was a comment in my video. I don't know if you've watched it or not. There was a comment in my video that I said that you are a Crown Heads fan. You're a fanboy. Okay. You love every Crown Heads. And that you get all the cool.
Well, that's not true.
Well, hold on. Let me tell you where I'm going with this.
Okay.
So I was just over exaggerating on how you love Crown Heads, and John Huber loves you, and you get all the cool stuff from John Huber. And then I said, well, John, I really haven't been a big fan of Crown Head cigars, so that's probably why John doesn't send me any cool stuff. So this kind of started like a whole thing where it was just after that video, I noticed that you got a limited exclusive type of hat. It was like a red felt that was like a suede, that one. And I was like, this basically just proves my point that John loves High Desert Man because he gets all the cool swag. But it's all in good fun. You and I are good friends. I talk shit about you. I talk shit about everybody. But I want everybody to know that you and I are really good friends. I mean, we did a meetup in Dallas, 2 years ago? It's been a while.
That's when we first met, man.
2 years ago, we met up in person here at my hometown. So, I mean, you and I have been pretty much friends since we discovered each other's channels, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So if anybody sees me talking shit to Vic, we are friends.
Yeah, I mean that all that stuff always comes across to me as just having fun and stuff. So
yeah, it's just jokes.
But
from the outside, I can see how it sounds mean.
Well, I'm kind of out of my element right now because this cigar is a little tight. It's the first one I've had that's been a little tight. But how's the draw on yours?
Oh, mine's semi-loose.
Yeah,
but pretty good.
That's what they've been like for me, pretty much the whole time.
Like if I would have gone maybe a little bit not so deep on my DV, it'd be perfect, I think. But it's a little bit more of an open draw than I would like, but it's not bad.
Yeah, for me, it tends to smoke a little bit fast. I try to kind of smoke them slower so that they don't hot box or anything. But what kind of flavors are you picking up in it?
Right now, definitely get an earth. Very, very slight cocoa note.
Okay.
And the earthiness is just kind of covering the top of the tongue. There's a little bit of sweetness, but I can't figure out what the hell it is.
Okay.
And then there's definitely some spice. Spice is the back of the throat, just kind of scratching.
Well, that's the thing. I think that's the thing about Crown Heads that makes people either love them or hate them. Now, aside from the Mil Diaz, Crown Heads stuff, I think, tends to be a little more on the bold side, a little more on the rough side, which I think is one reason why I like them so much. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I'm not describing it very well, but I've got a buddy here in Phoenix who I introduced to Crown Heads. I bombed him big time. I gave him a whole bunch of Crown Heads cigars, doubles of everything. And he smoked everything and said that there were only like 3 cigars in there that he really liked. And the others,
hit or miss.
Yeah. And so, I don't know. For me, Crown Heads is, I mean, at the end of the day, when I look at generally you can pick any company and if you've smoked them, you can think, okay, that cigar I really like. Those others are so whatever or something. So every company, in a way, every company's the same. There's different marketing. There's different atmosphere about the company and stuff. But they're all producing the same cigars, give or take. And
yeah, I see what you mean.
But for me, Crown Heads, I really dig John Huber. I got to meet John Huber, man. I keep waiting for. I've been driving my boss nuts, asking him for a bigger project that I can get on, somewhere back that area, so that I can go meet him.
Yeah.
In person.
He's got his own lounge over there, from what I've seen. I mean, he's done a couple, like, I think Instagram or I think it's been Instagram videos where you have like the background and it looks like he's in a lounge. So I'm assuming it's like a factory lounge type of thing. I don't know. Any of you guys know? Let me know.
That's his office. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It looked like a lounge area. So.
Well, hold on. Let me put this up.
Hey, does a man video guy sucks? That.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna drop out for a second. I'm gonna swap my camera so that things can get back to normal a little
Will
bit here.
the live,
I don't have
will the
box
live
following me and
commence
stuff.
up? Will it start a new live?
Hold on one second.
Okay.
I started.
Is it just me on here now? What the fuck? Okay, so it tells me I'm in the show. Everyone can see and hear you. Well, I guess it's the Martina Maya Cigar Reviews channel again. What's going on, everybody? So today we're reviewing this Lost Angel by Crown Heads. So we lost Vic. Hopefully Vic comes back. Because I don't know if I could talk on a live by myself for this long. Oh, there he is. Well, he dropped off again.
Hold on, I'm trying to get this stupid camera to turn on.
So for a minute there, could you hear everything I was saying?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Could you hear me when it was just me?
I could. I can hear everything. I'm just trying to get this stupid camera to turn on.
Oh, Vic. Well, I guess it's just me, guys. All right. So before I flick this ash, that's where I'm at. Getting into the second third. See what I can pick out on the cigar. It's got a bit of like a heat to it, not like a spicy heat, just like a heat, like a hot smoke with like the earthiness. There's a little bit of like a dry, almost like a dry cocoa with some spice at the back of the throat. That spice just kind of reminds me of like red chili powder. But that's it. Also, Double Chico, if you're watching, sponsor me. There we go. That's a familiar view.
All right, I'm sorry. This freaking camera wouldn't turn on. I had to shut my browser down and bring it up again. Everything's cool though. You can hear me though, right?
Yeah, I can hear you now. So I kept everybody entertained with my cigar reviews.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah, so I just basically went into what I was getting on the cigar. So
I'm not going to say anything really. I'll talk about flavor notes, but I'm not really going to say anything about what I think about the cigar until a little bit later.
Okay.
But so I had a piece here that wasn't burning correctly, and I got past that, and it's smoking good now.
It's probably because that tight draw that you had. And sorry, the ice cream man is going by.
Hey, get me a push pop.
Flintstones, baby. You remember those?
Wow, that is loud.
That is loud, right? There he goes.
What would a High Desert Man live stream be without technical issues?
Well, see, not even that. Like my viewers know that I always have something going on in my background, whether it's a leaf blower, freaking cicadas, fucking rain. I mean, there's always something going on.
I know. I keep waiting to see you doing a video sometime, and there's like a parking lot shooting or something, and you don't even know about it because
Oh my
you're doing
God.
a cigar
Wow. Don't wish that on me. But there's okay, so if you've been watching me on my channel, there was a time period where I was doing my cigar reviews over on the park bench on the other side of my my apartment complex. So we got like a little picnic area or whatever. So
yeah, where the kids are playing.
A lot of people have mentioned that they liked that background because it was more open, whatever. But during that time when I was able to do those videos outside, that was also the time when I was unemployed. So I had more time to do those videos. I had more time to edit. I had more time to focus on my channel.
Okay.
And the reason I went back to reviewing in my car was because A, I've got to work, B, I've got family, and C, I only record during the weekdays because I try to limit my YouTube to just the weekdays so that I can just spend time with the family or do whatever I need to do on the weekends.
Okay.
So that's just one of the reasons why I do what I do in my car, and I smoke during my lunch breaks. So the only time I have to record my videos and being able to stick with the schedule that I have is by only reviewing in my car. Like, time is very limited on what I can do. So if I have to make this my studio again, then I'm going to do it.
Right. So you're back at BMW. How's the gig going, and how's the racing gig going? That was pretty cool.
So I'm back at BMW, and within a month of being back, they said, "Hey, we want you to be a part of the race team." So I said, "Yeah, okay, it's cool." At first, I was like, "Oh, I don't know. It's going to be taking a lot of time away from family, blah blah blah." But when I went to California, it was literally vacation. Like, I literally went and was just kind of hanging out at the racetrack.
Okay,
so,
that's cool.
And then once I saw that our cars were on the track and cars break, they bring the cars around. I run back to the trailer because I'm the parts guy. So I'm running all my parts out of the trailer, keeping track of what's going in and out of the truck. So I was only working during the races, like while they were racing, when parts are breaking, prepping for another race. I'm in there. I'm in the trailer taking parts orders, whatever. So all the other time, I was pretty much just hanging out, going and meeting some of the race car drivers and hanging out at the track. So it was pretty fun.
That's cool, man.
And then once I got back, they had told me that they had hired a guy to do this full time, which was like, I was kind of bummed because the next race that they were going to go to was in Austin, Texas, which is another world famous track called COTA, Circuits of the Americas. So I was kind of bummed, but I mean, this guy, he's a young kid. He's in his 20s. He's got one child, but he has more time to be able to do that, and it's not taking me away from all of my kids, my 50 kids. So, I mean, it made sense. And, but I kind of told my boss, I was like, hey, I actually enjoyed it. So if there's ever a time where you need me to fill in, just let me know and I'll do it again. Cause like I said, it was just, it's a, I mean, it was vacation pretty much.
That's pretty cool, man. And so you only got to do one race with them?
One race, that was it.
That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Yeah. That's still a cool experience, though.
It was cool. I got to fly for my first time. That was my first airplane ride.
Your first one? Holy cow.
My very first airplane ride was to California for a business trip.
Huh.
Yeah. But so check this out. So I flew to California. Everything was fine. Everything was going great. On the way back home, we had a layover in Arizona. And so I stopped in Phoenix at the airport. And on the way there, they're telling us, hey, we're running behind. Once we get there, we'll update you guys here within every couple minutes to let you guys know if the flight's going to still be there, blah, blah, blah. So yes, we're going down to Phoenix to catch another flight that's within 30 minutes. Since our flight was delayed leaving California, that put us back 30 minutes. So we're going to be like right there at that cutoff time where you could board the plane to get back to Dallas.
Right.
So time goes by and they say, well, there's other people apparently that were going to be catching flights out of Phoenix also. So they're telling the flight attendants are telling everybody, if you're going here, you're going there, you've already missed your flight because it had already left. So please give the Dallas crew a chance to try to catch their flight. So if you are catching a flight to Dallas, get to your terminal as fast as possible, and just try to make your flight. Plane lands, we get there, we're all going through, getting out of the plane. As soon as we get off the plane, we start running down that terminal. We start running, and we come out where the public is, and people are looking like, whoa, what's everybody running for? And we're like running to the next terminal, which is the next terminal over. Right. And we get there, and they had already left. The flight had already closed. They're not accepting any more passengers. So we're like, oh, and then everybody around us was also bummed too, like, oh man, you missed it. So we missed the flight back to Dallas. We talked to the AA guys, and they said that they're going to try to find us a flight the next morning. We're like, well, we're not going to get there until later Monday morning. So they're like, we said, okay, well, I talked to the guys that I was with. Well, how about we try to get a flight tonight? And this was already like maybe 7 p.m. when we got to Phoenix. Okay. So our next flight was going to be at 10:30. So they found us a flight, but we were going to have to fly from Phoenix back to California, LAX.
Oh my gosh.
And then wait there a little while to catch a flight back to Dallas. So we did a red eye, and we ended up not getting back home to Dallas till 6 in the morning. We were dead tired, but we made it. So yeah, I mean, it was an experience.
That's rough, man.
Yeah, but my first time in Phoenix, we just kind of hung out at the airport.
Knock on wood. In all the travel I've done, I've not missed a flight yet. I've come really, really close, but I haven't actually missed a flight yet. So I've been very fortunate, because I do a lot of travel, as you know. Although, because of COVID, let's see, in the last year and a half, about 19 or 20 months now, I've only done a total of 4 trips, and 2 of them I drove, which it's just bizarre for me. I mean, because I travel about 60% of the time normally, but so being home for so long has just been really weird, but it's been really nice. We had baby goats. Freaking goats are awesome. I butchered one of my goats.
Well, I mean, that's what they were there for.
I don't know if I put that video up on YouTube or not.
I don't think you did. That would probably get you banned on YouTube.
No, I've seen stuff. I've seen people dispatch goats and do the whole butcher and everything on YouTube.
I didn't think you could do that. But I mean, I guess it's technically informational. Survival, I don't know.
Survival.
how to kill a goat if you need to. I don't know. There's some weird stuff on YouTube.
So, okay. So speaking, let's talk about the cigar real quick. How's it fitting you right now? We're about halfway.
We are. Yeah, I'm right there. I'm halfway. So it does have a very hot smoke. Like it's not like hot, like spicy, but it does have a hotness to the smoke.
Okay.
Mixed with heavy earth. Not a big fan of earth in a cigar, and I'm definitely getting that with what I'm thinking is the wrapper. So
it's definitely the wrapper. Any other notes you're catching are something else that I think you're a fan of.
Okay. So for a moment, I was getting that cocoa at the very first third. Now it's kind of like almost like I want to say coffee, but it's more of like an espresso.
Yep.
So like if you were to take like an espresso shot, black, that's kind of what I'm getting. It's got like a muddy type of earthiness with the I know there's so many damn kids here. A muddy earth with an espresso shot. That's what I'm getting.
Okay. Well, the filler is all Nicaraguan. The wrapper, of course, is San Andreas. The binder is Brazilian Matafina.
Oh, really? I can't taste it. I would have never guessed that. But, I mean, the earthiness, I can see that because Matafina does have a bit of like an earthiness. But I do like the earthiness I get in the Matafina.
Okay.
It's just the earthiness in the San Andreas that I really don't care for.
So, for me, I honestly think that this is my favorite Crown Heads release since the La Colisión.
Really?
I love this cigar. I bought a box, and then I'm gonna tell you guys how cool my wife is, because I bought a box, and I sent you two. I sent one to Steven. I sent some cigars out to the guys in Patriarchal Smoke, and I've smoked. I've only got a few left in the box. So yesterday I was on Neptune Cigars. I was thinking, man, these are going to disappear quick. I want to get another box, and I went to Neptune, and they had boxes still on the website, and they had singles and stuff. And I thought, it's a lot of money though. I'm going to wait until I can talk to my wife and talk to my wife about it. So by the time I talked to my wife about it, my wife was like, "Yeah, go ahead and get another box." I went back to Neptune, and they were out. There were no more boxes. They only had 3 singles left.
Oh wow!
So I bought the 3 singles from Neptune. Then last night, my wife goes to bed, and like 10 minutes after she goes to bed, she gets up and she comes out and she said, "I found your cigars."
What?
I said, "What are you talking about? I looked all over. I couldn't find them." She said, "I found them. There's a shop in Tucson that has them by the box." So, and they had them even cheaper. They had them discounted. So I got on the site, I ordered them, and I called the guy today. I was like, "I just want to make sure you guys have those in." He said, "Yeah, your box went out today. You'll get it tomorrow or Monday." I was like, "Awesome, man." That's how much I love this cigar.
That's awesome. So how many of these have you smoked?
This one, well, and I'll preface that with I just got this box in Wednesday of last week. So I think I've smoked 10 of them already.
Wow. So is this a TAA exclusive?
Yes.
Okay, so they are going to be limited because they are TAA exclusives.
Yep.
So this cigar in particular tastes a lot like another cigar that I've had in the past.
Which is?
Made by AJ. So the New World with the red label, this thing reminds me a lot of just the flavor notes I'm getting. Really earthy. It's like a hot smoke, like it's burning hot. Very, very little coffee and chocolate notes, but definitely reminds me of that one.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I've got to stop smoking. In fact, when the box comes in, I'm gonna just pull the cellophane off the box and just stick it in the humidor and forget about it for a while, because in fact, I really have only been smoking like maybe 2 cigars a week.
Really? So you really cut back on your smoking?
I cut back quite a bit just because I've been so busy with other stuff, and my son and his daughter came up last weekend, and we smoked some cigars, but then these came in, and the day they came in, I broke into the box and I lit one up. I couldn't wait, and I was like, holy cow, this is a good cigar. So the next day I had another one, and that did it in for me. I just started smoking them, man.
Soon, then you're out of a box. So how long has this cigar been out?
It just came out. So I was on the waiting list for Neptune. I told them they were going to have it, and I got on their thing to email me as soon as you have it in. And the day of course I work at my desk, so I saw the email come in. It came in, said, "Hey, your cigars are available." I immediately went to the website and ordered them, and I could not believe it. They came in the very next day.
Oh wow! And
And
Neptune is where, in Miami?
Neptune, yeah. Well, they're in Florida. They're in Florida. I don't remember where exactly.
I know they're in Florida. I don't remember what city. Just Miami was the first thing that popped up. Okay, so let's talk about another Crown Head cigar.
All right.
So, as you know, I have very few that I enjoy. The La Carême was one that I really do enjoy. I think that is still probably my favorite Crown Head cigar.
Fantastic cigar.
So, as you know, every year, John releases a cigar to remember our loved ones who have passed.
Las Calaveras.
Right. So, John Huber, if you're watching, that is one cigar that I will be seeking out this year. And I'm going to probably buy a box because of the meaning it has behind it. So, last year, we lost our grandmother due to COVID symptoms.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, I mean, just him putting out a cigar that remembers the people that you've lost. I mean, that's enough reason for me to want to seek it out and grab me a box.
And were you pretty close with your grandmother?
I can't hear you. You're a robot. You're a robot again.
Oh, man. Were you pretty close with your grandmother?
Do what?
Oh, man, what is going on?
Yeah, all I hear is just robot with your voice. Mainly robot.
My video is good, right? The video looks good.
The video's good. It's just you sound like a robot.
Your grandmother, were you close to her?
Close to what?
Your grandmother. Grandma.
Oh, my grandmother. Oh, I was closer to my grandfather. And this is one of the reasons why I'm going to seek out that box in particular.
Okay.
It's because I was closer to my grandfather than I was my grandmother. But there's an image in my head that I will remember for the rest of my life. My grandmother at my grandfather's funeral was, sorry, I'm trying to hold it in.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, man.
I need a minute.
That's cool. I know how it goes, man. I was real close with my grandparents, and it left a big old hole when they passed. But I don't know what the band is going to look like this year. I saw one picture, but I forgot what it's going to look like.
So at my grandfather's funeral, I remember, like, it kind of showed me how much in love my grandmother was to my grandfather, because one of the things that she kept yelling out, she kept yelling at his grave before they put him in the ground. She kept yelling, "I'm not ready.
Oh,
I'm not
man.
ready for this." And she kept repeating it. I mean, that just left a lasting impression.
How many years were they married?
They were going on 60. I remember their 50th anniversary.
Wow.
But they were going on their 60th. Because I remember I was in my teenage years going into, no, I was probably in my 20s when I remember they had their 50th anniversary.
Okay.
So I mean, thinking back, I mean, they probably were together for 60 years. It was a long time.
That's a long time, dude. They had good memories, man. 60 years, they went through so much together.
Yeah.
And just had life together. That's awesome, man.
Yep. Yeah, that did it. And then once we lost our grandmother, due to restrictions, you couldn't visit. You couldn't. It was still very fresh when all this happened, when she passed away. And I ended up missing the funeral because it just wasn't safe. I guess it wasn't safe to go to the funeral, and I didn't want to risk going by myself to say my last words and then bringing something back to my family, because as you know, we have 6 boys, so they were all at home because they were doing virtual or whatever. But my family on my grandmother and grandpa's side, we had about 16 or 17 aunts and uncles, plus all the kids. So if you can think, multiplied by how many kids, we have a lot of family, a lot of people.
That's huge, man.
And I mean, I just started thinking, I was like, man, I can't risk going and then bringing something home, because of course, you're going to be hugging because we lost my grandmother. I don't want to risk it, you know? So, I missed out on it. And I'm grateful that some of my aunts and cousins posted some videos, so I was able to see what was going on, and all the loving posts from the family. We have a group. I'm telling you, there's something always going on in my videos. Yeah.
That's probably an old lady on her scooter backing out of her.
Yeah. But yeah, just we're in a family chat where we all talk on Facebook and talk about the memories and stuff.
Sure.
So they all posted pictures and things like that. So, I mean, I'm grateful for that. I feel like I was there when I wasn't really there, you know. So it was kind of nice.
That's cool. That's cool, man. Yeah, I went to California 3 weeks ago, and on my way out of town to California, you know, I've talked on my channel lots about my buddy Keith that passed away 5 years ago now.
Yep.
And his mom just passed away.
Oh wow.
And I went to her funeral, and her name was Barbara, and Barbara and Bill, her husband, were married for, man, they were married for, well, I went to their 50th anniversary like 8 years ago. So yeah, 58 years they were married. And you know, same type of thing. I mean, I wasn't as much of a wreck as I was at Keith's funeral, but what was weird about the whole thing was I had a real interesting relationship with Keith's family. Of course, Keith and we met. He played in a band called Crossfire, and I ended up joining that band many years ago, and we played around for about a year and just had a blast and stuff, and then Keith and I became real good friends, and we were for about 27 years we were joined at the hip, and I had a relationship with his family, but it was his parents always intimidated me.
There's a lot of kids going on, man. Screaming, yeah. School's out here in Texas, by the way. That's why the kids are out.
But his parents always intimidated me. But there were some times in there that I was kind of really close with the family and stuff, and I got to see. You know, I had one picture in my mind of what his mom was like, and my picture was completely wrong. I remember at their 50th anniversary, all the kids and everyone went outside. They were talking about something. We met up. We met up to do like a rehearsal thing a couple days before their actual anniversary, and everyone had left the house except for me. I was still in the house, and Barbara. They had a 2-story house, and she was up on the stairway that led to the bedrooms and stuff. And she comes out, and she was calling for Keith. And I turned around and I said hi to her, and she said, "Oh, it's you." And it was so
wow, like
dismissive or something. But yeah, it's just who she was and stuff. It was really funny, and I just busted up laughing right there in front of her. But then after Keith passed away, I actually ended up spending quite a bit of time with them because I helped them clean Keith's place out. I helped with a lot of stuff after Keith passed. Yeah. And I got to know her a lot better, and I was really grateful for that time. And then when she passed, I was like, oh man, this sucks. And her husband was not dealing with it too well. He was having a real hard time with it. But yeah, funerals suck, and it just kind of was an ending to 2020. You know, just everything for 2020 sucked.
Yeah. Yeah. It sucks losing someone that you pretty much grew up with.
I want to talk to you about that swag that you got from Drew Estate.
Okay.
Because you got a much nicer media kit than I got, man. Mine was
the swag pack that I got for the 10.
Oh man, it was nice, dude. You got the whole setup. By the way, so you've smoked the 10th, the Underground 10 now, right?
Oh yeah, I've reviewed it.
Oh, you've reviewed it. Okay, I haven't watched your review yet. I gotta see it. What did you think of it?
That cigar. Okay, if you were ever on the fence with the Underground Maduro, you are gonna love this cigar. I felt like everything was just blended just perfectly. It of course did have Mexican San Andres wrapper.
Yep.
But the flavors that you got from it were completely different from what you did with the Maduro, the original 10.
Right.
That cigar is fire. Like, it's probably on my top 10 list of best cigar smoked this year. That's how good
Really?
it is. Yeah.
Wow. So I got a 5-pack of them.
Mm-hmm.
I did send one out to somebody. I don't remember who.
Adam Steve.
I don't remember who I sent it to, but it was just okay to me. I smoked 3 of them so far. I think I've got 1 left. I'm gonna smoke that, but I like the Maduro way more than I like that cigar.
Wow. Which
I thought was really interesting. For me, it just I think part of it was that I just kind of automatically assumed it was going to be like a new Liga stick, Liga Privada, right, or something.
That's what I thought it was going to be, yeah.
And I think I just kind of got that up in my head and stuff, or whatever. But yeah, I thought it's a good cigar. I don't want to put it down. It's a good cigar. I didn't like it as much as like the T52 or the Underground Maduro. Underground Maduro is one of my favorite sticks. So
back when I first started smoking cigars, I loved the T52. I loved that cigar. It was great. Okay. Over the years, as you know, your palate changes. I've gone back to it since then, and for me, it's not the same. I don't know if the blend has changed over the years, the crops, whatever. That cigar doesn't hit my palate like it used to.
Okay, that's interesting.
So, and I feel like and that's one of the reasons why I have a couple of the Underground Maduros just resting in the humidor, because it wasn't that great of a cigar for me. So I'm hoping maybe in a couple years, if my palate changes again, I'll go back to that cigar, revisit it, and it'll be something completely different. So I've got at least maybe 2 in the humidor that are just put away. They're just in the aging humidor. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But that Liga 10 or the Underground 10 was that was pretty damn good for me.
I'll tell you, the band on it was unique, and I love the band. The presentation is off the charts. I absolutely love the presentation, and I don't think anyone's ever done anything like that. That's the first time I've seen with that wrap around the head.
Yep.
But you got the backpack. You got the and you got all your stuff was blue. I got the I got the Freestyle Live event kit.
Yeah, I got that too.
Oh, you got both of them. Okay, so
yeah, I got both of them. So
don't talk to me about you don't get swag, dude.
So I got that swag pack, and I got the Underground 10 swag pack.
Because I'll tell you this, you have always gotten better Drew Estate stuff than I have.
You know, I really do like Drew Estate. Like, there's a lot more Drew Estate cigars that I like than almost any other brand.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of my fans know that McAuliffe is my favorite brand. I don't know what it is about McAuliffe cigars, but I love almost every single one of the McAuliffe that I've had.
Now, isn't McAuliffe mostly Nicaraguan stuff?
Yeah, they grow. I believe they grow all of their tobacco in Mexico. So even their Sumatra, their
in Mexico.
Well, Mexico and Nicaragua, because the I don't know, somewhere they're connected.
Okay.
But there's 2 families that are working on those cigars. There's the Gomez Sanchez family and the McAuliffe family. but I know that they grow a lot of their Sumatra in Mexico, and it just
Okay.
gives it a different flavor. Like, I don't know what it is. It just tastes different, but it tastes good.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
And of course, they're Mexican San Andres, but the way that they ferment their Mexican San Andres it's bomb. Like, it's good.
Huh. I'm gonna have to seek out some more McAuliffe stuff.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling I'm gonna like the Undercrown 10 more. I just got to get that image out of my head that it was going to be a Liga or something.
Let's see, you've smoked it already, so you know what to expect. But when you go back to it, you might like it more. I think that's what I've figured out. Like, once you go and smoke a cigar, doesn't really hit your palate. But you go back and revisit it, it's like, okay, you know what to expect, and it's actually better for you the second time around. For me, anyway.
Dude, there is a definite espresso. Now, the thing with espresso, most people hear espresso and they just think strong coffee, and that's not what espresso is. Espresso will almost always have depending on the roast, but a lot of times espresso will have some bitterness because of the way it's extracted,
right?
But also some real dark, like fruit leather tannins and stuff to it. And that's what I get a lot of in this cigar. I get a lot of that. And I really think it's the Matafina that's giving that to me. I get the earthiness like you talk about. There's definite earthiness in this. But it's not a real spicy cigar. It's coating the hold on, what did you say?
I said, unless you retrohale. Have you retrohaled this cigar?
Oh, constantly. I think it's a great retrohale, man.
I feel like it's got like a lot of spice on the retro. Like, it kind of reminds me of like what you say. It gives you that wasabi kick. I feel like it's like a really,
my nose was
like a really hot burning smoke through the nose.
Okay. Yeah, for me, I get most of that espresso note when I retrohale. I don't get any of the wasabi kick at all. I smoked a cigar. Okay. Crown Heads, the Court Reserve 2018. When that cigar is fresher, I don't like it. That cigar for me has to have a couple years of age on it. After a couple years, I absolutely love it. But for some reason, when it's more fresh, it's just too strong, and it hits me in the nose like a mule, man. It hits hard.
I remember. I think I smoked that once. I think I reviewed it, or it was the Full Court Reserve Press or something like that.
Full Court Press. Yeah, that was the box press one that came out.
That one, I remember it being also earthy, but a lot of spice.
Yep. That is one to let sit for a couple years and then go back to it, because it totally changes.
Okay.
It really blends and mellows out, smooths out and stuff. It's awesome after a couple years.
So yeah, the first time I smoked it was for the review, and then I held on to one because that was one of the packages that John Huber sent me. So he sent me that one and some other stuff. The La Colección, that's when that was that just released. So I saved that Full Court Press for a year, and it was pretty much the same cigar, but I got a little bit less of like the gritty earthiness on the Full Court Press afterward.
Okay.
So I guess with a little bit of time, I think that is going to be a good cigar. Oh shit, leather. No, that's the, don't tell me. It's got the orange band. That's the Tennessee Waltz.
Tennessee Waltz, baby.
Yeah, buddy. See, I know my Crown Heads.
It's
I don't
my
like
last,
them, but I know what they are.
it's my last Tennessee Waltz.
Yeah, the have you smoked the Mil Diez after your review?
Oh yeah, so lots of them.
Did you like that one afterward?
I love that cigar. I absolutely love that cigar. And I think one reason why I love it so much is because it's so different from any other Crown Heads thing.
It is. It's very different.
It's it's still kind of weird for me to associate it with Crown Heads and Pichardo, but because it's so different. But yeah, I like that cigar a lot, and I think I've got 2 boxes of those.
Okay, I've got 2 resting in the humidor. I just want to see what they taste like after a few years. I've got a Robusto and a Toro, I think.
Oh man, I haven't smoked this one in a long time.
You haven't smoked. You probably haven't smoked the Yellow Rose in a while too. I think I gave you what, 2?
You gave me 2. I ended up. I think I got one from Adam, and then I picked up a couple at Fox Cigar
Really?
because
Had it?
Fox Cigar had them.
Wow.
This one's a 5.5, and I'm thinking it's 54, 50. Oh, it's 52.
Okay.
Yeah. And I like that cigar quite a bit. Really, the only Crown Heads that I don't care for is their Connecticut.
They have a Connecticut?
They have a Connecticut. It's an orange label. What's it called? It's
I never knew that.
Help me out in the chat, guys. What's Crown Heads Connecticut called? It's
yeah, I never knew they had a Connecticut.
I almost had it. Anyways, I don't like it at all. I've smoked it 3 or 4 times, and I don't like it. And it's different. It's not like most Connecticut's. It's definitely stronger than most Connecticut's.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to seek that one out. I don't think I've ever seen it, but
Yeah,
I'll be willing to try it.
Luminosa, that's it. Pete,
Luminosa. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought that was a Habano. Oh, that's Pete. What's up, Pete?
Gosh, is it a Habano? No, dude. Okay, now
I gotta
look it up.
Yeah, I've never smoked it, but from what Crown Heads puts out, I would have guessed that was a Habano. Like I said, I don't know, but anyway.
Yeah, I'm looking it up here.
So I'm pretty much done with this cigar. So that's where I'm at. I think I'm gonna call it here.
You nubbed it, dude.
I did. I nubbed it.
So you must have enjoyed it. Yeah,
I enjoyed smoking it because it was a cigar.
Ecuadorian Connecticut and Dominican Republic, dude. So that's right up your alley, man.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. I've been gravitating more towards Connecticut cigars. I don't know why, but I do smoke a lot of Connecticut cigars. Like I've noticed, I smoke the J.C. Newman Double Connecticut a lot. Like if I can buy I'd probably buy a box of that. Let's just say that. And of course, I like the Casa Cuevas Connecticut's, the Reserva, and the original core line. So yeah, I mean, there's some really good ones out there, and I still have some Saka Brulees up there, the Brule Blues.
Great cigar.
So, yeah, I mean, I think there's a time and place for Connecticut, and I think for me, it's early day or first cigar of the day, because you can't really pick much out if you smoke more afterward.
Right,
so,
right.
That is a good cigar. And also another one I've been smoking was the Drew Estate. No, it was Joya de Nicaragua. It's got like a Connecticut wrapper, but it's got like a Maduro wrapper with the band, where the band is.
Oh, wait a minute. Who's it by again?
Joya de Nicaragua.
Joya de Nicaragua.
Joya de Nicaragua has Connecticut. Like where the band is, you have Connecticut, and then where the other side of the band is, like the little nut part, is Maduro.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about. So I watched one of. Do you ever watch Cowboyism?
I watch him every once in a while. Yeah, I just got a notification that he posted another video, I think.
Yeah, I watched one of his videos today, and he didn't go into any detail, but he said something about some kind of drama going on in the cigar community, and he said, "You all know who you are" and stuff. And then I watched one of Ron Reel's videos the other day. Apparently, he took a little bit of a break, and then he came back and said that he was going to change it up and kind of go to more of a lifestyle sort of thing.
I saw that.
So, and I've been completely out of touch. So, do you know anything that's going on out there? That
I mean, it's pretty much done and over with, from what I've seen. But there's just drama. Cigar reviewers picking on other cigar reviewers. It's just drama. But it's pretty much done with.
That's weird, man.
Which I mean, I think we should stick together. Or if you don't like someone, just there's so many other channels you can watch. Just
don't watch.
There's no reason to add fuel to the fire. So just leave it alone. Leave it be. We won't say any names. I know who they are, and we'll just leave it alone. So
yeah, I'm fine with that. I just it's weird, you know, when Lee Mack did that video talking about me. I was only aware of the video because you pointed it out to me. I mean, I'm usually about 2 weeks behind on Lee Mack's videos. Well, I'm generally about 2 weeks behind on everyone. But I was like, I was telling Lee Mack that this is one reason why I just don't get involved in a lot of groups or any of this stuff. Because even in the Facebook stuff, I've heard a lot of people talking about this and that, and it's just like, man, we don't need to be getting down on each other. Everyone's just doing their own thing. Find who you like and stick with them.
Yep. So, I mean, it's pretty much done with, and it's kind of separating everybody. So just do your own thing, do your own channel, focus on your own channels, and leave it be. So,
what's this mean?
Oye, way.
What's that?
Oye, way. It's like, hey, fool. It's like, listen, fool. All right. So as you can tell, it's getting kind of dark. You just lit another cigar.
Yeah, we don't have to go on till I'm done. I just wanted to let know.
Let's take a little intermission. I'll go grab another cigar. We can do this for about another cigar. You want to do that?
That's cool.
Okay. So do you have any like intermission type of footage that you can play while we're doing that?
I'll just do a little strip act or something while you're gone.
I don't know if anybody's going to want to watch that.
Yeah, I don't need to go viral for something like that, man.
All right, so let me take a real quick break, and then I'll come back with another cigar.
Sounds good, man.
So if you want to just throw me in the backstage,
all right,
I'll let you know when I'm done or when I'm ready.
Sounds good, man. See you in a minute. All right. I can talk to people in the chat for a little bit. How's it going, everyone? Man, it is so good to see everyone in the chat and to be back doing a live stream, man. It's been so long. Christina, how you doing? Val Chavez? No, nothing nice to say. Yeah, but a lot of people, apparently there was some drama going on. I don't know what it's about, but there's no need for it. Play some Topo Chico music. Man, I got to tell, I've been listening to I found a YouTube channel. Oh shoot, I don't remember the name of it now, but this guy started this YouTube channel. He's a DJ, and he just has the camera kind of down over his turntables, and he plays really eclectic music. He plays like 1970s Japanese jazz and Turkish whatever, and just all kinds of stuff. But then he sort of collaborates and has other DJs from all over the world that contribute to the channel, and there's been a lot of cumbia, which is a Mexican style music, or it's different from the mariachi stuff that you usually hear, but it's definitely Latino heritage, but some cool stuff, man. So I've been listening to a lot of different stuff. Glad to see my brother Steven in there. Steven's going to be smoke. Steven, I think that we should smoke the Lost Angel together when you and Roger and Hunter get your cigars. We should all smoke them together in patriarchal smoke, because I want to know what you guys think about it and stuff. Yeah, Janice, I miss you, man. I wish none of that stuff had happened. That kind of sucks, but similar to me, question mark. I don't know what you mean there. I don't know what you mean there, Christina. But guys, if you get a chance to get the Crown Heads Lost Angel, I definitely think that it's just a fantastic cigar. I absolutely love it. And like I said, I think it's my favorite Crown Head since the La Coalición, which La Coalición is probably my number one cigar. I have a good stock of those. I'm smoking those all the time. But I don't know if you're going to be able to find the Lost Angel. It seems to have disappeared quick. In less than a week, it seems like it's pretty much gone from places. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Facebook seems to be a cesspool in some of the groups. Some of the groups are real good, but some of them just seem to be cesspools, and just a lot of, talking behind people's backs and stuff. It's not cool. Yes, Adam, keep an eye out for that thing. Pick it up. Even if you just smoke one, you got to try it sometime. Oh, this is nice. Highly of you, HDM, all nice things. Well, that is super nice to know. I very much appreciate that. I'll be honest, I've missed it. I don't miss editing the videos. If I was ever to come back, I would probably do something similar to what Kevin from Cigar Prop has done, where it's more live shows and stuff, because when I just editing the announcement video for this live stream, when I was going through the editing, I was just like, man, this sucks. I do not like editing videos. So what's everyone out there smoking? I'm smoking, if you didn't catch it, I'm smoking the Tennessee Waltz by Crowned Heads, having just finished up the Lost Angel. Octavius, nice to see you, brother. So awesome to see all you guys in the chat, man. It's been a long time. I should have. Oh, I think we're bringing Martina Amaya back here.
Hold on.
You froze up, dude. Your video is all froze up. Smoking a Pichardo Habano. So speaking of Pichardo, I've not yet had any Pichardo cigars aside from the Crown Heads ones. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready, Martine. I I don't think there's any shops around here that hold on. Sorry, guys. You ready, Martine? 1 minute. Okay. I don't think there's Rob and Caesar, the triple cap. That's a good question. Rob and Caesar definitely have wanted to do some more triple cap show stuff, and they, we still talk and everything, but I don't know. I don't know. Things have been so busy. Of course, you guys saw the stuff with my goats and everything. There's just been a lot going on my property and stuff, and I've just kind of been focused on that. I've been focused on certifications for work. I'm working on another certification, and all this stuff just takes a lot of my time. In fact, after this tonight, I'm going to be studying for a few hours once I wrap this up. But I definitely do miss it. Martine's having problems. He'll be back in a sec. Thank you, Bleacher. I appreciate that. Ashhead. Stop dancing around what the drama was. Lee did a video saying stop making fun of Vic for being a Crown Heads fanboy. We all fanboys some company. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's what it was about. I'm not gonna. I love Lee Mack. Lee Mack's my bro, and I don't know anything. Lee Mack and I talked, but we didn't talk about whatever the thing was. I called him up and we just chatted about other stuff, and he said, if you want to know, I'll tell you. And I said, don't worry about it. I don't really care. But I think there's a great community out there, and we're all just doing our thing. You ready, Martine? Thumbs up. All right, brother.
What up? So I went with another cigar. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Went with another cigar that you gave me.
That I gave you, okay. Oh, the Pravada.
That one there?
Yeah. This is an interesting cigar.
So the Sued family made this, right?
Yep.
Julian Sued Tobacco. Isn't the Sued family? No, never mind. I'm thinking somebody else. What are they known for? Like, what tobacco are they known for? What cigars are they known for?
So I did not recognize any of their cigars. Pravada has had quite a few of their sticks, different stuff. This was a little thing that came out at Christmas time, and I bought a
foot.
Yeah, nice shaggy foot there. I bought a 5-pack of these, and I loved them. The first one I smoked, I was like, wow, this is a good cigar. So I think I have one left. I gave you one, and I smoked 3 of them, and I've got one left. But it's definitely an interesting cigar. And I've had a few other things. So I can't think of the other sticks, but they did some other stuff for Pravada, and I tried some of those. And so far, I've liked a lot of their stuff.
I can taste Habano. Just from the wrapper.
Cigar Porno, you didn't let me finish on me. I don't know if I should put that up or not.
What do you say? What?
Oh, I don't know how to say his name. How do you say this guy's name?
I can't tell.
We'll just call him Fo.
Fo. Okay, Fo.
He's been on here before. So Bleacher was asking me if we're gonna do any more of the triple cap stuff.
Well,
You know, I was telling the chat that I definitely miss it, and I don't. The thing I don't miss is editing video. So the reviews and all that stuff, I really kind of got burned out on.
yeah, that's fine. I mean, it happens. People get, I mean, shit, I've been doing this for 3 years straight. I have my upload schedule. It gets exhausting. If I don't have a video lined up through for my schedule, I have to literally stay up all night finishing a video to be able to upload it, go into my YouTube back office, do all the description information, add all the little pop-up windows, the end screen. It's a lot of work.
It's a ton of work, man.
So I try to have a few videos in the can so that I can so that the only thing I have to do is the YouTube back office, which will take me about an hour.
Okay.
So after I get, after it's uploaded, it takes me about a good hour and a half to 2 hours to edit it, export it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of time.
No, look at soy sauce.
Oh, soy sauce. I literally had Martine's channel on for hours, and to finally find out. Wow, Tony, you missed the entire video.
That's pretty funny. So is that Tony's in the house?
Tony's in the house. Go check.
Is that thing bent?
This is one of the things that we do on our videos. We flash our coins, our member coins.
Okay.
So this one is, it's hard to see, but it's raised.
Oh yeah.
So it's got like, but the back is flat. So that's our group logo, the Shadow Smokers Legion.
Yeah, that's a good coin.
And then we've got other coins. I got like 4 in my pocket right now. But so I always keep them with me in case I meet up with people who are in the Shadow Smokers Legion, because I got some people here in Dallas, Fort Worth that I meet up with, and then of course in our meetup, we're all going to be hanging out at Puro Cigars, I think is what it's called.
Puro, yeah.
That one, Puro. So we're going to be doing our Saturday event meetup. All the Shadow Smokers Legion members are going to go to that event. We're going to finally meet each other. Well, I say all of them, but it's mainly going to be like probably about a good 20 of people who actually scheduled to go to the Arizona meetup. The event's going to be happening at Puro in Chandler on Saturday night. So that's why I mentioned to you that my Friday and Sunday are available.
All right.
So definitely want to meet up with you again because it's been so freaking long, dude. We got to meet up.
It's been forever. It wasn't too long after you started the channel, was it?
2 years. It's been 2 years.
2 years. Okay.
Yeah. 2019 was the last year we met, in like May or somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. I met up when I went to California a few weeks ago. I met up with, Tim Long.
Yeah.
And that was awesome. We hung out. Hung out for, well, that was a long trip. I drove all the way there. We met up and we hung out for, I don't know, I think we hung out for about 3.5 hours. And then I still had a couple hours to drive after that. Well, like 3 hours to drive to my hotel. So I didn't get to my hotel till like, I think it was 11:30 at night or something like that. And then I got up in the morning and finished the drive I had to go to Walnut Creek. So that was a long trip, but it was awesome meeting up with him, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Tim's going to be at the Arizona meet as well. So you should really reach out to, or figure out who is going to be going to the Arizona trip, so that in case you want to meet up with him too, we could just plan something out. Okay.
Definitely. That'd be awesome.
So yeah, if you get that Friday off, I'll see who's going to be in town around that time. Yeah, I mean, we'll try to schedule a meetup with you, me, Tim Long, and you got to mention to me who else you know in the Legion, because you were in the Legion for a little while.
for a little while. I'd really like to meet up with. Oh my gosh, who's the dude that lives? You guys were going to meet up at his lounge at his house. Brandon.
Brendan Wells,
Yeah.
cigar mechanic.
Yeah, cigar mechanic. So
Cigar mechanic will be there.
I want to meet up with that guy real bad, especially since he's in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Lee Mack, my boy, is in the house.
So, I don't know what the cigar is. What's in the cigar, but I'm mainly tasting the Habano.
I think it was a Habano.
Okay.
Hold on a sec. I'll look it up.
I can't figure out what else is in it, but it's definitely Habano. Like at least the wrapper.
Let's see here. What was it called? Santa's Coming, right? Or Santa's Here?
Santa's Here by Sued. So I guess if anybody else is going to be in Arizona in September and you're willing to meet up with us, just send us a message and we'll see what we can do.
Oh, he's got a new one, Santa's Here Volume 2. It's that one has a Corojo binder, Dominican filler, and a Dominican wrapper, it looks like.
You know, I was going to say Corojo, but I didn't really pick that note out. But I can probably taste, I mean, now that you mention it, it's really tasting a lot like a Habano Corojo mix blend.
And do you like it so far?
I like Habano wrappers.
It's putting up a lot of smoke, that's for sure.
It is. Yeah, so far it's good.
Nice. Yeah, it'll be cool. And shoot, man. So the whole COVID thing ended up, okay, because of how Zoom kind of exploded because of the COVID thing, right?
Yeah.
And then prior to that, Cisco's had a product for years called WebEx. WebEx used to be its own company. Cisco bought them a number of years ago. And after the explosion of Zoom, Cisco went and just totally revamped WebEx. And now WebEx is, I mean, it was a good app before, but it is awesome now. Why was I talking about? Oh, so because of that whole thing, a lot of the live stream events and different things that Cisco's been doing, they've been talking about the new normal being this hybrid workspace and all this stuff. A lot more people are going to stay working from home and stuff.
Okay.
And Cisco is really sort of promoting that, that we can do. I mean, there's not too many things in my job that I can't do remotely. Any customer, as long as I can connect to the customer through VPN and stuff, I can do all the work in that. So, so I'm thinking that my travel's definitely going to go up from what it is right now, but I think it's going to be quite a bit less than it has been historically, which I'm really kind of looking forward to that, because 60% travel is rough, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
But the downside of it is that I won't get to, one of the things I look forward to when I travel is hitting up local lounges and local coffee shops. So I won't get to do that as much. That's kind of a bummer, but
yep.
Yeah, it's cool. And then of course, people, the cigar community really took to Zoom well, and
right.
that was awesome, man.
It brought everybody together, man. It's so freaking awesome.
Most of the manufacturers made themselves really available, which was totally cool.
I mean, they don't have to travel anymore, so they have all that free time to be able to talk to everybody on social media. So they really helped their business grow by being able to do these chats online. but doing far less travel. So in the long run, it was beneficial to the cigar manufacturers.
I think it was. I think it was. I mean, I don't know that I would have had an opportunity to meet with Steve Saka, or I didn't really reach out to Drew Estate. I should have reached out to Drew, but it seems like Jonathan Drew, they do a lot of their live events, but I don't know how much other stuff he has shown up on.
Right. Speaking of Drew Estate, did you hear that they're having their 25th anniversary in Texas?
I did. I saw that.
That shit is literally happening in my backyard, 10 minutes
Really?
away from me.
Really?
In Parker, Texas. It's at the South Fork Ranch. South Fork Ranch is one of the biggest ranches here in DFW, if not the biggest. And they rent it out for like graduations and stuff like that, bunch of events. So just being able to have Drew Estate here in my backyard is going to be fucking awesome. They're going to be, I've already talked to a lot of the my cigar reviewer friends. They're literally flying in or driving up. Caesar's going to be up here. Robert's going to be up here. Cigar Prop's going to be over here. So because of my Arizona trip, it's happening early September.
Okay.
I was like, you know what? Okay, this event's going to be happening in my backyard at the end of September. I was like, man, you know what? I'm not really going to be able to make it because of the funds. I mean, it's a freaking 400 after taxes and fees, 400 and close to $500.
Yeah,
So
I looked up tickets on
I
it.
can't put that much money out to go to an event, even though you're gonna get more in product or experience than it's gonna be worth more than what you're actually paying for. So I mean, I thought that was kind of cool, and I had someone reach out to me, and they said, hey, I have you on our list as part of our media press. So if you're interested, you're welcome to come.
Really?
So I'll be going to the Drew Estate 25th anniversary party.
Holy cow, dude. That is awesome, man.
That is awesome.
That is really cool.
It's going to be an experience because I feel like, one, my channel is growing enough for a big company like Drew Estate to recognize me.
Right.
And then for someone to reach out to me and say, hey, we want you there. Our company wants you there broadcasting what this is all about. I was like, man, that's fucking badass.
That's really cool. I looked up tickets for it, and I'm same thing. I mean, I figured I wasn't going to be able to go anyways because this year I've taken some pretty big financial hits this year, and I've got more stuff coming up.
Yeah.
And I even had to drop out of Privada Cigar Club.
Oh wow! I know you love that group, that club too.
Brian was pretty bummed at me having to do that, but I told him I'd be back. He'll let me back in. But my wife and I, it's just a rough year for us. We have our 25th anniversary is in July, and we still haven't figured out what we're doing. We figured whatever we're going to do, we're going to push it off till the end of the year, but we don't even know what we're going to do yet. We've been trying to figure that out, and we're actually getting ready to start probably this weekend on a big remodel of our kitchen. I'm tearing out floor and all kinds of stuff. So I just have too much stuff financially going on to do that. But I wasn't going to let that get in the way of my Crown Heads Lost Angel stuff.
Right. Yep.
Come on, let's be practical here.
Right. Drew Estate event or Crown Heads? But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm gonna really seek out that Crown Heads, and I like that he's doing things like that because it kind of just lets the community know, hey, I want to be able to put something out there for the community because everybody is losing family members every year. It may not be with your own family, but just having that meaning, I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he was just on Neptune's YouTube channel. They interviewed him, and he was talking. I think they've already released 5 or 6 different things for this year so far, and they've got quite a bit of other stuff still coming out this year. So it's going to, for me, it's going to be a big Crown Heads year.
I think
but,
so.
I wanted to ask you, do you know, are you familiar with cumbia music?
Cumbia music, yeah, it's a big thing here in the Latin music.
Yeah. I was telling the chat, I discovered this. I discovered this YouTube channel, this DJ that he puts the camera just up over his turntables and down on his turntables, and he does like half-hour videos of just him turning different, but he plays really eclectic stuff, like Turkish fusion, 1960s Japanese funk, and jazz, and just all kinds of crazy stuff that this guy plays. But from what I can gather, as his channel has grown and stuff, he's collaborating with DJs from all over the world. And they all do the same style. They put the camera down over their thing. They always show the cover of the album that they're playing the song from and stuff. And anyways, one of the guys that was a guest DJ on his channel I was listening to today was playing a lot of cumbia stuff, and it was pretty cool, man. It was just, I mean, man, I've learned about all kinds of new stuff. Some Japanese stuff that I was trying to look up on like Spotify and stuff, but the titles are all in Japanese, and Spotify was finding the songs, man. It was crazy.
Wow. Yeah, cumbia music really hasn't really been a like mainstream for a while that I've seen anyway, but they were big in like the early 2000s and 90s.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's like one of those genre of musics that just kind of plateaus, and then not a whole lot of new stuff is being put out. Here in Texas, we have a genre called Tejano music,
Okay.
which is basically like a mixture of like a Texas feel. Like it's basically border Mexico and Texas. Like the music that you play down there, it's got like this different feel to it. It's not like, it's hard to explain if you've never heard it before. I need Caesar on here to help me explain it.
Yeah, I've heard Caesar talk about it before.
It's really, I don't even know what the word for it is. But it's like a genre of music that it was really big for a really small period of time, that there are so much good music out there in that genre that's still being played today. Like at anniversaries, quinceañeras, parties that are going on here, they always have that type of music playing because everybody knows it. It's like the older 80s rock. It's like a specific type of genre of music that you can always listen to no matter what time period you're in, because it was just so impactful. Like it was just like the music is just, I don't know, it just sticks with you. It's like kind of like bringing you back to your memories kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, I've been digging. I'm trying to find this guy's channel right now because it's a really cool channel, and the fact that he brings in, and it's all young people, and you would think, I mean, this guy's record collection is insane, and he's got stuff in there going back to like the 50s, and it's funny, you listen to some of the like the Japanese jazz, and it's like, okay, if I didn't see the album cover, you didn't tell me anything otherwise, it just sounds like jazz, but it's got their own little fling to it, you know?
Yeah.
But the guy really plays some cool stuff. Of
Sounds like
course.
it. Yeah, if you find it, let me know. Send me a link to it. I'll go check it out. Because I like listening to music sometimes on my way to work, and I'll just pop up on like, I mainly listen to like EDM, dance music, electronic dance music. Um, like I'll add it to my playlist of watch later videos,
Okay.
and once I'm done with all my reviews, my video reviews that my favorite cigar reviewers, I'll just pop on one of their music things and I'll just listen to it on the way to work or drive to work or drive home. But yeah, so if you have some good DJ music, I'll listen to that.
So the guy's channel is called My Analog Journal. And yeah, I mean, he just plays all kinds of, and it's just a really cool channel. I'm really digging it. When I'm studying, especially if I'm really in the zone studying hard, I just create a playlist of just stuff that I normally wouldn't listen to, all crazy stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I just put it on for hours, and it helps me just get in the zone and stuff. But yeah, so I'm always, you think of what's real popular in the U.S., right? The popular music. Are you familiar with Adam Carolla?
Yeah.
Okay, so Adam Carolla, years ago, he was talking about some music, and somebody, he used to do a show, a late night radio show in California called Loveline. It was a freaking hilarious show. But sometimes he'd bring up some music, and mostly young people would call into this show, and they wouldn't have any idea who he was talking about. And he was like, okay, listen. He said, all the music that you think was crap music that your parents listened to and stuff, all the music you're listening to today is going to be the crap music 20 years from now.
Yep. Exactly.
And I was like, it's so true, man.
Yep.
My son, I try to turn my son on to stuff that I really got into when I was in high school and stuff. And my son's just like, Dad, it's so bad. I'm like, dude, the stuff you listen to today came from that, man.
Yep. That's right. See, it's funny that you say that when you listen to different genres of music when you're doing other things. Like even with my cigar reviews, I use a lot of like lo-fi chill music.
Sure.
But I don't listen to that on a regular basis. I just feel like it suits my videos more because I'll listen to way different types of genres of music. But for my specific videos, I like that lo-fi chill type of music where it just kind of gets you in the mood. You're like calm, relaxed, with a little bit of like an upbeat type of beat,
You know who always has good background music to their videos, who I always like? Mr. Lee Mack. He's always got great music behind his stuff, man.
It's like the style of music just kind of it sets the tone for their channel, like any specific channel, whatever the music they choose. Like with Caesar and Robert, their music suits their channel. I don't know what it is. That's the perfect music for their channel.
Right.
And then other cigar reviewers. I mean, some don't use music, but like with Cigar Artistry, he uses what is it? It's like a mixture of like jazz with kind of that lo-fi type of music as well. So I don't know. It's like you're setting the tone for your video, and you continue with that tone, and people know you by the music. People know you by the genre of editing, your style of editing, your style of smoking, your style of everything. So I think just finding it's like finding your niche. You find your music and you stick with it, and it just transforms your channel the way you want it to be.
It does. When somebody can, and it doesn't, like you said, it doesn't even necessarily have to be something that you're into, but if you stay consistent with it, then it just adds another element of personal nature to your channel and stuff.
Right.
But I got to say this. So this is one thing that I think the digital age, Spotify and all these music services and stuff have absolutely killed something that I used to. My life used to revolve around this. So when I was in high school, the only way I could discover new bands was to go to music shops, and they'd have a little boombox set up there, and they'd have some demos, right? They'd have yeah, and you'd put it in, you'd listen to it, and you'd go through a bunch of stuff, or maybe sometimes you'd just see an album cover and thought the album cover was cool, so you'd take a chance on it or whatever. But I used to spend hours and hours in Christian bookstores and in regular music stores just trying to find new music, especially when my kids were born, or when my kids really started getting into music. I didn't want my kids listening to a lot of the crap their friends were listening to. So I would spend hours trying to find stuff that they would be into, that I thought would be okay to listen to and stuff. And that whole method of discovery and the hunt, trying to find stuff. And it was so arduous because you had to take a whole lunch break and skip your lunch and just go put on headphones and stuff. I miss that so much, man, because now you just pull up Spotify and just bam, whatever. And you can discover stuff. And I always tell my kids, you guys take this for granted. You don't understand how hard it used to be to find good music and to try to expand your music vocabulary and stuff.
Yep.
I really miss that.
I still spend hours trying to find music for my videos just to change it up. And I'll usually go through a bunch of YouTube lo-fi channels and just start listening to some of that stuff. If it's not copyrighted, I'll be able to use it. I'll go on SoundCloud and I'll listen through some of the albums of just random people. And if I like one song that they make, I'll go through their page and I'll listen to all their stuff that they have going on. If I like something, I'll reach out to them. I'll say, hey, I have a YouTube channel. Would you mind if I use your music? And usually they say no, just as long as you say,
give them credit for it.
Well, give it credit for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool, man. Because it's in the long run, if someone likes that music, they're gonna try to find it. I mean, I've had people say, hey, what's that song that you played in that video? And then I'd look it up, figure out who the artist was, and then just send the link straight to wherever I found it.
That's cool. Yeah, Gary was asking if I've had any of the false copyright issues that you've had with videos. The one that stands out to me was I found a guy that creates music, heavier metal music, but all instrumental stuff. And you could buy the license if there was a song that he had that you liked. You could buy the license, and then that song essentially was yours. Mm-hmm. And I bought a song from him that I really liked. It was on one of my YouTube videos, and it was up for a day, and YouTube dinged me for it. Yeah. And I reached out to YouTube. I said, hey, I own the license on this song. I sent them the thing and all this. It took me about a week or so to work it out with YouTube and stuff, but I just thought, okay, that's kind of weird, man. I'm supposed to own the license to that, so why did it get Why did it get dinged?
Yeah, I've had at least 5 videos that were deemed copyright claim or whatever, and I do my research, and a lot of the times it's because what I use is Creative Commons stuff that is not copyrighted. And the claims that are being brought up to my attention are remixes of the original song. So someone trying to copyright a remixed version, I'm like, no. this is the original version. You go back and listen to it, it's completely different. Someone's added words to it or lyrics, whatever.
Right.
This is the original one, and every time it gets dismissed.
Huh. So what's going on with I have caught that there's still some stuff going on with YouTube and the tobacco culture in general. Is there a lot of flack coming down on you guys?
I mean, right now, there's nothing set in stone. So I'm going to continue doing what I do, and just write it out. I mean, for me, I really don't think that they're going to just get rid of all the cigar review channels. I really don't, because it's going to. If they do that, they're going to have to get rid of firearms and alcohol and all these other things that they don't want on YouTube. But I mean, at the same time, it's freedom of speech. So if there ever was a lawsuit where cigar reviews or tobacco or firearms, whatever, was taken down, I mean, there's gonna be some sort of law thing that will eventually just. I mean, it's too broad of a thing for them to just narrow it down and say we're just gonna cut off all cigar reviewers. I really don't think it's gonna happen.
I kind of feel the same way. I think at some point they're going to overstep their bounds and it's going to blow up into something. Of course, it may also sort of level off back to a normal now that Trump is out of office. Because regardless of how anyone felt about Trump, a lot of stuff that was happening was because of all the conflict and chaos he was causing on social media, and it caused everyone to sort of look at everything with a fine-tooth comb and stuff.
Exactly. I just don't think it'll ever happen.
Are there any new channels that you've discovered that you've been taking an interest to?
I try to watch all of my favorite cigar reviewers.
Twitch, man. Twitch is a whole different world, man.
Yeah, Twitch is. There's so much shit on Twitch. No, I mean, I really haven't discovered any new channels. Of course, I kind of gravitate to channels that are based in Texas because, I mean, I'm a Texas boy.
Okay.
So there are some channels that I have reached out to or started watching. But, I mean, I haven't discovered anyone new in months. And, of course, if someone mentions a channel that they've been watching, someone new, I'll go check it out. Some are for me, some aren't for me. Some I subscribe to, and some I just watch a video or two and just keep moving on.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, there are some newer channels that I watch. Robledo cigar reviews.
Robledo?
Robledo. Have you heard of them?
No.
Yeah, Robledo cigar reviews. There's Cowboyism, of course. So I still watch some new people that are coming out because I just want to see how they're growing. I want to see what they're doing, you know?
Right.
And I've met up with another guy here in Texas. Who actually lives about 45 minutes away from me. His name's Cigar Head Fred.
Yeah.
And we've become really good friends. Like we talk every once in a while, and we're part of some of the same cigar of the month clubs. So yeah, I mean, of course, it was just bound to happen. I reached out to him and I said, hey, let's meet up. Let's just do it. Let's schedule it and let's just meet up. So we did. We met up, and I think it was a fun time, and we're definitely gonna try to do it again sometime.
Cool. Yeah, Fred's a cool guy, man.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, I have the people I watch. If I don't watch the video like right away, I'll just add it to my my watch later on YouTube. Just click a button, that top little three icon, whatever. Just click watch later. It'll add it to a little playlist for you. You go into your library, you go to watch later playlist, and it pops up with all the videos that you want to watch that you had put in that little category.
Yeah.
Once it's watched, then you can go back and start deleting some of them. But yeah, I mean, I've done that for almost a year now, so that's one of the ways that I can keep up with all of my favorite cigar reviewers. I may not comment all the time, but I'm definitely watching.
The problem with the my watch later list is freaking long. It's so long, man, because I forget to go back and watch stuff. But the thing that bugs me about that is I wish YouTube, once you watch the video, I wish they'd automatically remove it from the list. Maybe that some people wouldn't like that, but I hate having to go delete the videos individually.
Yeah.
Or at least give me the option to delete a whole bunch at one time instead of one at a time. Can you really?
Yeah. So there's an option once you go into the playlist, you click the erase or delete videos watched or something along the lines of erasing the videos that you've watched. And it'll literally, but you got to watch out. If you've only watched like a minute or two of the video or partial of the video and you want to finish it later, it will also remove it.
Okay.
So you have to at least finish the video to where you want to watch it, and then go up to the delete videos watched or something like that, and it'll get rid of all of the other ones that you've already watched, but keep the ones you have not watched yet.
Yeah, it becomes almost a job to keep up. Isn't that the truth?
It does.
That was that was the problem I was having. So when I was studying for my my DevNet certificate, I was focused on videos around that topic, and that's all I was watching. And so, you know, I'm still doing a lot of that stuff. And Santa's here, but I like generally on the weekends I try to go back and watch the cigar stuff and try to catch up on stuff that's going on, just so I can kind of stay in touch with it, because, you know, I do miss everyone. I miss chatting with people and seeing the videos and stuff.
Yeah. Like for me, it's just watching my favorite cigar reviewers grow, the smaller channels in general.
Right.
I mean, there are cigar channels that I've watched in the past that have ventured out to do their own thing, like Tim Long. So I put his videos in my playlist and I'll watch them on my drive to work. Like I said, I don't comment on them.
Sure.
But, I mean, unless I'm at a stoplight, and I'll just try to comment real quick and then continue with the video. But it's a job keeping up with all of your favorite cigar reviewers.
There's so many.
I still try to make an effort to watch the Cigar Authority, because that's still one of my favorite podcasts.
Yeah.
So, but that alone is a 2-hour show. So finding the time to watch that, I literally put it on when I get in the car. I got a 30-minute drive to work, 30-minute drive back to work. So that's an hour. And then the next day when I'm going back to work, I'll watch the rest of the show to and from work.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's a job keeping up with everybody.
Yeah, the Cigar Authority podcast, they do that as just an audio podcast too, and I have it in my podcast catcher. So especially on the weekends when I'm working, I'll just put in the headphones, put that on, and listen to it while I'm cutting wood or something. So I wish more of them could be audio only and stuff, but oh well, that's how it goes.
Yeah. Yep.
So what kind of stuff is coming that you're looking forward to?
Like channel wise, or what? What do you mean?
So, well, cigars. What's
What new cigars are coming out?
yeah?
Um, there really isn't anything this year that I'm looking forward to, except for maybe. I mean, there's some cigars that have already released that I want to try. A lot of good stuff has come out that I just can't find, or my budget isn't at the right place right now where I can go out and get it. Um, but the Casa Cuevas had made a new cigar called the
Okay.
Palladium, something like that. Um, People have said that's a really good cigar. Of course, I really try to find some of the TAA exclusives because not a whole lot of people can find those, and I like a lot of the TAA stuff because they specifically make stuff for the retailers, the high volume retailers. So I
Right.
like finding that stuff. And then I mean I just try a lot of new things. I mean that's the main thing.
There's a shop in Phoenix called Churchill's, and they're a TAA shop, and that's a really cool lounge. It's real sort of intimate vibe there and stuff. It's pretty
Okay.
cool, but they've always got a lot of TAA stuff.
Okay, I'll add that one to my list.
Yeah, they've been around for a long time. I like that place. It's kind of a smaller lounge. They've got a nice humidor, nice, fantastic selection of stuff. But they've got this, especially at night, they have this. I don't know if it's blue or purple, sort of a purple lighting in there, and it's
Okay.
just really kind of it's just real moody.
Moody feel, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a pretty cool place to hang out.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely try to check that one out too. With my Arizona trip, I have a small budget, so I'm thinking I'll have at least $200 for spending money. So I'm gonna try to seek out just like the rare, limited, boutique type of things to, for one, to review, and for two, just to enjoy, because I try to keep up with a lot of the new stuff. So I try to review a lot of the newer things coming out to kind of keep the channel fresh. And then some of the older stuff that's like already been a couple years, I'll just grab it just to smoke and to try it out. Maybe it's a good little Instagram photo or whatever. So, but yeah, I try to focus on like the new stuff coming out. And I think with Arizona, I'm just going to try to find some really cool looking boutique type of cigars. Sinistro has a lot of them that I want to check out too. So if I can find Sinistro at Embargo, I'm definitely going to spend some cash there.
So, you guys, you said you guys are meeting up at Puro's.
Mm-hmm.
Puro's. That place is in Gilbert, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's like it's south, like south. Well, it's more east, I guess, to Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm trying to. It's not the place I'm thinking of. There's a place in northern Phoenix that has a lot of just really not normal cigars. Gosh, I can't think of the name of the place. I'll try to find it and hit you up. But Puro is a nice place. I've been there quite a few times. They've got a cool. They. I think on the weekends they always do live music there, or they used to.
Okay.
And they've got a cool. It's small, but they've got a cool seating area, and they're up on the second floor of this shopping center area, and it's kind of weird because you take this stairway. You could almost walk by the place without noticing it there, but once you get up to it, it's a pretty big place, and it's got this outdoor seating area that's really cool that overlooks. You can people watch and stuff. It's pretty cool place.
Okay. Yeah, definitely looking forward to the Arizona trip. Yeah, so definitely once you I mean my trip's already booked. So my rental car and my flight are booked. So the only thing I have to pay for still are my hotel and I figured I would just pay for that while I'm there.
Right.
And my budget's only after everything: hotel, car, cigars, meetup, food. I only have about $1,000 for my budget. So whatever I have left, I'm just going to spend on cigars.
Okay, cool. Well, we're definitely going to meet up, dude. There's no way I'm going to miss out on that, and it'll be cool to spend some time with you in my backyard, man,
I
and
know,
around
right?
the places that I go to and stuff.
Exactly.
In fact, I'll try to work something out. What I might do is meet up with you on Friday, and then maybe I'll just stay the night in Phoenix, and then we can hang out Saturday before you go to your meetup or something. We can just hit some places.
Yeah, we could do that. So my Friday, I'll be flying into Phoenix at 7:30 a.m. because the flights were cheaper in the mornings for some reason.
Oh wow, okay.
So I'll be there all day Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then fly out 6 a.m. on Monday morning.
Wow, what are you gonna do? You can't even check into your hotel until about 3 o'clock, man.
Just go check out some places. I'll have a rental car. I'll just go drive around, find some stuff.
There you go.
And there's going to be a lot of people there from our group that will just hang out at places. We'll just follow each other around. I don't know.
Are you guys all staying kind of at the same hotel or?
I think they decided to just kind of go all over the place.
Okay.
Just for budget reasons.
Right.
There are a couple people who are staying in like the same hotels and things like that. But for me, I wanted to find something that was low budget but decent, you know?
Right.
So I mean, I went, like, my whole thing was I hate relying on people. So I booked the cheapest flight that I could find for the time period to and from, the cheapest rental car, the cheapest hotel, decent, because I don't want to rely on someone else having a hotel and
Right.
something happening. Like I want to be able to afford what I can. Like I know my budget. I know what I can plan for and what I can budget for. So as long as I am set, I'll be good. If
Cool.
anybody else, I also mentioned this too, because if people plan on coming in and they're also on a budget like me, I plan for my hotel. I plan for my rental car. I'm set. But if there's a place where, if there's a time that I could help other people out, whether it be picking up someone from the airport or they staying with me for a night, I don't know, whatever it may be, I reached out to and I said, hey, I'm available. Just keep me as a backup. If anything falls through, I got you. And
Cool,
that's
man.
the main thing, because we're all there to help each other. We're
Right.
all there to hang out with each other. So if something happens that's beyond your control, there's always going to be other people to help you out. So that's my thing.
Gary, TAA has a website, I believe, and I think they have a list of their retailers. On I don't remember what the website is, but I'm pretty sure there's a website that has a list of them.
Yeah.
I
You go to Tobacconist, just search Tobacconist Association of America. It'll pop
Right.
up, TAA website. There should be a list of retailers per state that are retailers of TAA. So there's 80 retailers, but out of those 80 retailers, there's like 120 stores because those owners have multiple stores, you know?
Right.
So even if, they're all so spread out, but they're like the highest retail. I think like the qualifications are that you got to be a high volume store to be
Right.
considered to be in the TAA. So yeah, just go on to just Google Tobacconist Association of America. It'll pop right up. Just see what's in your area.
So let me ask you this. Crown Heads has paired up with Pichardo. They're doing a lot of stuff with Pichardo now.
Okay.
Have you had any of the Pichardo brand cigars yet?
I haven't had anything from Pichardo, but I've had stuff that they were making at their factory.
Okay. Okay.
From Crown Heads, and there was another brand that I can't remember of, that they said that they were making their cigars.
I have not had any Pichardo stuff yet, aside from the Crown Head stuff, and they've got some good looking sticks, man. I've been really wanting to try some of them, but I don't know if anyone here carries them or not. I haven't looked into it deep enough, but at some point I'll try them out.
Yeah, definitely. It's all about trying new stuff.
I'm actually not trying that much new stuff right now.
Really?
Well, I mean, when I was real active on the channel and stuff, I was doing a lot of it. I was looking for new stuff all the time, but that was another one of those things that I just kind of got burned out on. So the problem I had when I first got into smoking cigars was I didn't really pay attention to. I tried everything. I just went in, and if something looked good, I'd grab it and I'd smoke it and stuff. And the problem with that was I never knew what I liked and what I didn't like. Because I wasn't keeping track of stuff. But as I started focusing more because of the channel on stuff, I started really paying more attention. And then I don't know what it was about Crown Heads. That the first time I smoked Crown Heads, it stuck in my memory, and I was like, "All right, I got to smoke more of this stuff." But I just kind of when I took a break from the channel, I also took a break from trying to find new stuff all the time, and I just started going through stuff in my humidor.
Yeah.
And that's actually been really relaxing. It's been nice to just go downstairs. I mean, I still have a huge selection, so it's not like I'm wanting anything new. I've got so much different stuff, but it's nice to just not worry about. The only thing I really keep up on is Crown Heads. I'm always checking Half Wheel for any new announcements for Crown Heads and stuff.
Yeah.
But
what about Camacho? Camacho's new stuff.
So Camacho, aside from what I have in my humidor, I haven't really sought out any Camacho stuff in a long time.
Really?
But Camacho just released, I don't know if they've actually released it yet or if it's about to come out, but it's got a white band.
Mm-hmm.
That one looks, yeah, that one looks really interesting to me.
It comes in a crate. I forgot what it's called. Tony had smoked it on a video.
Okay.
And it's available in like a 50 count crate.
Wow.
So, but yeah, I mean, there was a lot of people who had tried it and smoked it, and it was a lot of hit or miss. But I mean,
okay. So from the coverage that I read on Half Whale, it almost sounded like it was kind of a bundle or a budget cigar, but it looks too nice to be that.
I don't know.
So I don't know.
Into it.
But yeah, I am interested in finding that. And Fox carries Camacho, so I can probably pick it up there.
The one of the cigars that's coming out from Camacho that I'm looking forward to is the Liberty, the new Liberty.
Oh, the new Liberty, yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, there really haven't been a whole lot of brands that really stick out to me. One of the things that I do when I'm smoking cigars and try to find cigars that I like, I will I'll look up the details of what the wrapper, binder, filler are, because I mean, I can look at a blend and say I'm gonna like that, or I know I don't like this tobacco. I'm not gonna really like that.
Right.
But every once in a while, you'll have a cigar that they'll blend some tobacco that you like into it with a not so good tobacco that you like. So you still got to try new stuff to see if it's even good. But I mean, I've gotten to the point where I can look at a tobacco and know that it's going to be for me or not. And I don't know if you know this, but I work at a cigar lounge here in Murphy.
Oh yeah, you're working there like one day a week or something, right?
On the weekends.
Okay.
So one of the things that I don't bring my personal likings when I'm working, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
When I'm working and a customer comes in and tells me that they're looking for a cigar, I don't gravitate to, oh, I like this. This is what you need to smoke. This is the greatest stuff in the world. No. I ask them, what have you smoked in the past? What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? Okay, what brands do you like? And then, okay, well, I try to like picture, okay, well, this cigar, you like Dominican tobacco or you like Nicaraguan tobacco. Let me recommend another Nicaraguan tobacco to you by a different brand and tell me what you think about it.
Right.
So try to branch people out from their one cigar that they like and say, okay, you can get one of those, but I think you'll really like this too. So just try one of those. Let me know what you think about it. Come back next week and tell me what you think.
So what's it been like?
I mean, it's been pretty fun. I mean, I liked the whole teaching aspect of the retail cigar side of it.
Okay.
I can, I mean, I've taught people how to refill their lighters, how to bleed and refill their lighters. I've taught people about new cigars. I've recommended cigars to people who that they would have never gravitated to, and they come back. Like one instance that really sticks out was there was a guy who said he came in, he smoked a cigar, he doesn't remember what it was, but he described it to me. And I was like, okay, that sounds like one that I think you would like. So I gravitated to the LFD stuff. It was
Okay.
the LFD chisel.
Oh wow.
He called me back that night. He's like, hey, I just want to let you know I'm smoking this cigar, and thank you. This is one of the best cigars I've ever had. So thank you for recommending this to me. I'll be trying some other new stuff, and when I'm in there next time, I want to know. I want you to recommend some more stuff like this to me. I'm like, okay, thank you for that. Thanks for calling, because it really it made an impact to where it's like I'm actually teaching the customers about what they like and what they don't like.
Oh man, one of my best cigar memories is with a LFD chisel from years back when it first came out. I was on a business trip with a couple guys. We were turning up a new site, and we went out. We worked real hard all that day, and we went out for a real nice steak dinner, big steak dinner. And it was too much food, man. I was just stuffed. And I had brought a chisel with me, and we went to some lounge. We bought some cigars and stuff, and then we went and hung out by the pool. And we just hung out for like 3 hours, and I smoked that chisel after having that steak dinner. And it was one of the best cigars I ever had. It was phenomenal. And it was just because of the whole thing, that having that dinner, having the atmosphere and everything. And it's one of the memories that is just ingrained in my head. And shoot, that was 20 years ago, 15 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, we have a lot of guys in the lounge that they gravitate toward like the flavored stuff. So I'm not going to discriminate, and I'll bring them to the flavored area. But I'll also recommend some other stuff to them. Say, this is not flavored, but if you like the taste of the tobacco, try this. Try it. Like I'll put that little seed in their head. It's not all about the flavored and infused stuff. It's good that you like that kind of stuff, because it's kind of bringing you into like the whole cigar community type of thing. But if you like the way that the tobacco tastes, not the sweetness, if you like the tobacco taste, try this. It's the same tobacco without the sweetness.
Right.
And then let me know. So I'm kind of like training them to branch out. And I think that it's just that whole teaching aspect that I enjoy more working there. It's awesome.
Martine, you should have smoked that. Oh, by the way, good night, Gary. Have a good night, man. Martine, you should have smoked that Davidoff 3+ hour cigar tonight. Which one is that? That SSA had? Oh, it's SSL maybe.
Davidoff 3-hour cigar. I don't know. Nothing. I can't think of anything. Oh, he's talking about the. There's a new Davidoff that's worth. It's $100 Davidoff that just came out.
Wow. Okay.
It's $100 Davidoff. It's in an 8.5 by 50 something ring gauge, but it's about a good 3 to 4 hour smoke.
Boy, that's different for Davidoff. They don't normally do stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just spending the $100 on one cigar, I can't do that.
She says it's something you smoked a few nights ago.
Yeah. Yeah, he's Tony smoked it.
Okay. Wow. Gee whiz.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think my cigar budget, my limit is up to $15, unless it's a really sought after cigar brand, whatever. Then I'll spend the $20 on the cigar. But nowhere, once it gets to that $25 range, I'm like, So one cigar that I really keep gravitating towards is the Plasencia Almafuerte, because those are like $22 a piece.
Oh, that's a great cigar, man.
I know that those cigars are going to be fucking bomb, so I still keep going back to that.
Okay, so which size is your favorite on that
Salomon.
one? The Salomon.
Salomon is my favorite size.
Wow, that's crazy. So I've had the Salomon like 3 times, and I've had the Sixto a few times. I love the Sixto. I don't like the Salomon at all, which is really weird. To me, it tastes like a different cigar.
It does. Yeah, the sizes make a difference.
Yeah, but it's different enough that it just doesn't even seem like the same cigar. Yeah, that's interesting. The Sixto, I don't like anything that's that big.
Right.
But man, I love that one. Val says it's an 8.5 by 57. Good Lord.
Big cigar.
That's a big cigar, man.
Yep.
Holy crap. Especially from Davidoff. That's crazy.
I know. So I'll tell you this. Since I work at the cigar lounge, I do pick up bigger ring gauge cigars because I have a freaking 6-hour shift. I'm going to smoke a 3 to 4 hour long cigar.
Okay.
So I've smoked the Diggers in both the natural and the Maduro. I've had a Jesus Lopez or Don Lopez or something like that. That is like a freaking large. It's like maybe a 7 by 70. So like I do gravitate towards some of the larger cigars when I'm working because I have the time to smoke it. But once you get to like those longer cigars or longer ring gauges, they get boring after a while.
They do. So do you guys carry Asylum at your shop?
We do not. No.
Oh, I was going to say you need to try that new 9 by 90 that they have.
No way. That'll kill me, man.
Come on, man. Be a trooper. Take one for the team.
That'll take me like 5-6 hours.
So, do you remember a cigar that? Oh my gosh, who makes the? Who makes the Cro-Magnon?
Roma-Craft.
Roma-Craft. Okay, so they used to have one that I think it was in the same line that was called the Femur.
Yeah.
And it was a baseball bat. It was freaking huge, man.
If I find it, I'll probably buy one just to have it.
I found one once, and the one cigar was $70.
Wow.
But I didn't buy it. I was going to buy. So I used to do this thing with Keith as a joke. I used to, anytime I'd find a really large cigar, I'd get it for Keith because Keith would smoke anything. And even if it was something he didn't like, if it was something that was given to him, he would smoke it because it was a cigar and it was a gift. And so he's going to smoke it.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
And so I'd get him the Texas Lancero. I'd do different things. And I kept working up. And I was trying to find the femur to give him the femur. I just thought that would have been crazy. And he was like, one night I gave him, I don't remember what cigar it was, but it was huge. And he was like, I can't smoke this. I said, why? I said, why, man? You smoke everything. He said, dude, it's too phallic like. I can't smoke this. I said, man, you're smoking it. So it was nighttime, and his house, we always used to smoke on his front porch. And the street lights would always silhouette his body. And he was smoking that cigar, and I got to say, it looked obscene. I wish I would have taken a picture of it.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Mr. Clark, what up, man? Kicking ass. Corona, California in the house. Nice.
That's where Tim Long sat.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the place where Tim and I met up at, but it was a pretty cool lounge. It was a nice place. And I made crazy time getting there. I told him, I think we said we'd meet up at like 5:30 or something, because I was thinking, okay, it's going to take me like 5.5 hours to get there. It took me like 4 hours and 15 minutes. So I was hanging out. He was like, I'm going to be at the shop in a few minutes. And I texted him back. I said, dude, I've been here for an hour already, man. just whenever you get here, man.
Yeah. Wow. So I'm almost done with my cigar, but what's up with the that church cigar that you sent me?
Mother Church.
Mother Church.
Okay, so that is another Connecticut, and it's so JR Cigars just had their 50th anniversary, and they had a bunch of companies make cigars for them. In fact, they have a Davidoff, a Davidoff JR 50th. So that the Mother Church was a Crown Heads cigar that they did for JR's 50th, and it's actually a pretty darn good cigar. I bought a box of them, and I've smoked a few of them already, and I like it. It's a good cigar. It's a Churchill, but it's a different. So it's either 7 or 7.5, and it's a 38 ring gauge. So it's kind of a weird size for a Churchill.
Okay.
But I like it. I think it's a pretty darn good cigar.
No, 38 would be a Lancero.
No, Lancero is generally 32 to 34.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, I think, yeah, Kevin has them on his thing here. So does he have a Lancero on here? Lonsdale, Long Corona. He doesn't have a Lancero on here. But yeah, generally Lanceros are anywhere from 32, sometimes up to 36. I'm looking at this thing. 38 seems too small for that. Maybe it's a
48.
40. Maybe it's a 46. 38 is too small. I just remember it's kind of a weird size for a Churchill.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me know what you think of it when you try it, because it's I thought it was a pretty darn good cigar. Now they do a house cigar for a shop back in Nashville, and it's got a French name. It's sort of a French motif. I can't remember the name of the stick. I also bought a box of those, and I can't make up my mind on that cigar. The first one I had, I really liked. The second one, I thought my nose was going to fall off my face. It just burned the crap out of my nose. The third one was somewhere in between that. So It's a weird. It's called Les Chateau. That's the name of the cigar. It's a Crown Heads, but it's only for that shop in Nashville.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm always if I hear of anything Crown Heads. In fact, that particular cigar has been out since 2012. I didn't know that. I called the shop up and I said, "Hey, do you guys still carry this?" And they said, "Yeah, it's one of our regular house sticks." And I said, "Well, send me a box of them." And the guy told me, "Yeah, we had Crown Heads do this for us in 2012." And so there's still Crown Head stuff out there I haven't tried, and I'm finding it all, man.
Yep. Yeah, that's cool. When you find a brand that you like, just kind of gravitate toward it. Right now, I'm on a Rojas cigar kick. Like anything Rojas that I find, I pick up right away.
Gosh, I'm not even familiar with them.
Rojas is a boutique brand.
Okay.
He blends. He's got his factory is here in Richardson, Texas.
Oh, nice.
But he's got plans to move to Nicaragua. Like he's got his factory being built over there. I don't know if it's built yet, but he was planning for late May.
Wow.
But he's released this new cigar called the Street Tacos that is on everybody's top list.
Really?
So if you can find a Street Tacos by Rojas Cigar, I can almost guarantee you that you will love that cigar.
Well, I'll just wait for you to send me a couple of them.
They're hard to get, so I stockpile them because I want those for me.
Rojas, okay, that's pretty cool.
He's got some other ones called the Statement, the Blue Bonnets.
Oh no, I've heard of the Blue Bonnet.
He's made one with Edgar Hoyle from Osak.
Oh yeah, okay.
He made one called Los Tejanos. It's a Lancero. They come in a Lancero, Corona, and a Toro, I think. That's a good cigar. I smoked that in the Corona. But yeah, just all his stuff just really hits my palate too.
And you said that's a typically Nicaraguan, or is he Dominican?
Typically Nicaraguan.
Okay.
So yeah.
Very cool, man. All right, dude. I think we're gonna wrap it up.
I think so.
It's been a fun chat, man. It's been nice hanging out again and smoking with you.
Yep. So definitely we're gonna meet up in Arizona. I'll let you know my entire plans, and then you can schedule around.
Okay.
So we can definitely meet up. So I'm thinking Fox. What are you thinking?
I'm always down for Fox. I love Fox Cigar, man.
Because I know that's your favorite store, and yeah, I mean that's just one of the places I want to visit. So
man, I haven't even been in Fox for. I don't think I've been at Fox for about 8 months. It's been a long time, so it'll be nice. It'll be like new for me again.
So yeah, if you want to definitely meet up, we can schedule to hit up some of the lounges over there, some of the lounges you're familiar with, and yeah, it'll be a pretty cool hangout, I think.
Do you want to do any video?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I'm down. All right, man.
We'll do a side-by-side review, kind of like what we did here.
All right, and I'm going to be watching for that review on the Lost Angel from you.
Definitely, yeah, I'll definitely have a review on that one.
You think it'll come out before you come out here, or is it down the road ways?
Yeah, it'll probably be a while because I've got a few in the bucket, and then I always try to.
Gerald's in the house. Hey, Gerald.
What's going on, Gerald? I always try to prioritize my sponsored videos. So whatever is in the lineup just keeps getting pushed back. But I always focus on the sponsored videos just because A, I'm getting paid for it, or B, I get some sort of commission off of it. Right. And so that's priority. But everything else just kind of gets pushed back. I think right now in the bucket I have about 3, plus I still have 3 that I need to edit. So that's 2 weeks worth of videos.
Okay.
So whatever I smoke next, I'll probably smoke that tomorrow, or Monday, and just add it to the list of stuff I need to review or to post, and it'll just go in the lineup.
All right.
But I'll let you know.
I'll be looking forward to it, man.
Yep. So this way, John can get a formal review. Not that he'll probably watch this whole video, but he at least knows my palate, and
yeah, he sent me this picture. This was somebody had posted this, I think, on Instagram, of the Lost Angel.
Oh,
and
wow,
look at that crazy ash, man.
That's crazy.
And so there's a story behind this, because so I said, I had texted him. I said, John, half a box in a few days. I'm loving this cigar. I was telling him I've already burned up a half a box of the Lost Angel and stuff. Then he sent me that, or no, then he said, wait, let me guess. Martina Maya said it was just okay.
John Huber said that?
Yeah. So then he sent me that picture, and he said thanks and stuff. But yeah, he's just messing with you, man.
That's fine. I mean, it's cool. I can have manufacturers clown on me.
I think everyone knows that we kind of. I mean, everyone knows I'm the Big Crown Heads guy, and you've kind of razzed me about that for a couple of years now. So it's just become our dynamic.
Exactly. It's all fun.
All right, bro. You have a great night, man.
All right. Yeah, definitely shoot this over to John and see what he thinks.
All righty. Everyone in the chat, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. It was awesome being back for a little while and talking with you guys in the chat, and I appreciate the support.
Yeah, it was good chatting with you and seeing some of the comments from some people that I know. That's awesome.
Cool. All right, bro. Have a good one.
All right. You too, man.